It's good. Man, man, I got a big kick, man. I seen my buddy, man. He was on his Facebook, right? And there was this thread, man, going about how people are freaking out about military everywhere. Oh my God, military chopters everywhere, military niggas everywhere. You know what I'm saying? As someone I know was at Lowell School when the military was fucking bombing it. Okay, what the fuck? Okay, listen. There's a hidden bomb range in Flint I've seen also. I'd imagine it's probably at some of those closed down factories in those big fields. You know, I'd just guess. You know, if I had to guess, they're all covered in barbed wire. You know what I'm saying? And fenced in. You know what I'm saying? Like your makeshift FEMA camps. And this is the kicker here. Why is the military bombing shit? Why do they have a bomb range? Isn't that what the terrorists use? Modified explosive devices or something to that effect. I can't remember the exact name, but you know, IED, improvised explosive devices. So now they're training the cops and the militaries, the EIO boys, the NWO boys, you're training them to be the terrorists. And like I said about the rumors in the street that ISIS was coming, then there's military drills all up in this bitch. Come on now, listen. You niggas need to stop. You need to fucking stop lying. You need to stop. You need to just go ahead and wash your hands clean, man. And spill the beans. Admit you got caught. Admit you're trying to do everyone dirty. You're false flagging. You're doing psychological operations. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm so aware of all this stuff. I've been aware for years, dude. I catch you motherfuckers doing drills all the time. I mean, I just didn't have my internet. I was only Facebooking and watching YouTube videos. I wasn't making them at the time this stuff was going on. I wish I would have been at the beginning of the YouTube movement, where anybody with a camera can become a guerrilla journalist. You know what I'm saying? A guerrilla journalist. I mean, listen. Listen, freedom of speech. We're supposed to be able to freedom of information. We're supposed to freely be able to do these things in this country. You know what I'm saying? And you're not supposed to quarter in civilian houses. And listen, when you're running around in civilian clothing, getting civilian snitch houses, nextdoorneighbor.com, CIA shit, you know what I'm saying? You are violating one of them constitutional rights. I mean, I can't remember which one it was, but you're not supposed to quarter military in houses. And now when you're fusing the cop, the citizen, in the military, like Obama said, we need a national civilian force, even equivalent to the military, the NSA, the National Sacrifice Agency. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm sick of this spy porn. You know, these fucking planes flying over my head every day. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere I fucking go. I mean, last night the sky looked like it looked like it was alive and moving. There were so many planes in the sky last night. I was out in towards Flushing, and so I was out in the country, big open fields, you know, really dark. And I was watching the sky. I had a decent time. I was kicking with my buddy, just got out of jail, and I was catching him up on the CERN situation. He's sitting there like, he's like, what the heck? It doesn't take Einstein to see that they're trying to mess with some things they shouldn't be messing with. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out you guys are messing with things you shouldn't be messing with. And same thing. It doesn't take Sun Tzu to figure out that ISIS is the military. You know what I'm saying? That it is the FBI. I mean, it's been proven the FBI does operations where they get someone and they suggest them and then supply them with the guns or the bombs, or the DEA has an agent come sell you some illegal arms. Like they'll sell you a bunch of guns, but one of them will have a federal problem, like it'll be modified or something. Huh? Okay. It'll be modified or something, and then, like, this happened to T.I. Like, basically, they sold him some guns so the DEA could come and get him on paper. You know what I'm saying? So he could sing songs with the government narrative. You know what I'm saying? I mean, from my perception, you know what I'm saying? I've seen this. Or they'll suggest to people and try to entrap them into doing something where they can blame it on terrorism, but it's not. Like the underwear bomber in Detroit, which he was He just thought he was doing an operation for the government. You know, the government makes friends with, hey, man, you want to be a 00? You want to be the knock, buddy? You want to be spooky, dookie? You know what I'm saying? And these fucking dumbasses take the bait. If some motherfucker comes to me talking that shit, I'm recording the conversation and I'm putting it on the net. So you all better just keep on back. Keep over there. You know what I'm saying? Keep on the other side of the screen. You know what I'm saying? Because look, I'm aware. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. The day that the drill happened, I ended up getting stuck out, you know, in Flint, on the south side of Flint. And when I was walking around with my cousin, and I just could see, it's like, man, that's a fucking undercover cop. That's an undercover. That's an undercover. That's an undercover. They were everywhere. But no, what it is, they were doing that fucking Jade Helm shit. They're setting up for martial law, buddy. When I was getting chased around Flint from side of town to side of town to side of town, when they thought I was the Flint town stabber, which I'm not even sure if that was even real. You know, what if that was just a big false flag? I mean, I don't know. It might have been real because I have met people in the hood, rumors this, rumor that, gossip. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, one of my favorite stores to go get beer at, the dude, the Flint town stabber, the Israeli guy, I think he was, he worked there. You know what I'm saying? Supposedly, allegedly now. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, it's a small world. Someone I know personally got an interview on the news about that explosion at a school. Why are you motherfuckers dropping bombs on schools? Come on now. Is this Mao, China? You know what I'm saying? Is this Stalinsky? Is this, is this Ragstag? What the hell? What the funk? I mean, it is just crazy. This is crazy. It just feels like, it don't even feel like things are real anymore. This really feels like some kind of simulation. Some kind of weird Twilight Zone on PCP, smoking, Sherm stick type situation here. Like, woo, woo, woo. That it's that crazy. But look, when I seen other people freaking out, I'm like, man, it was a good feeling. Because it's like, listen, good. Get the concern. Get that out on the street. Put it out on the Hood Network. What's going on? Get these eyes. Get the streets watching them. You know what I'm saying? Let's turn this around on these people. Let's go. Let's pin the tail on the operative, on the provocateur operatives, trying to foment some kind of funky operation that they can come in and swoop in and spin it to the national narrative so they can take away more laws and more oppressive maneuvers to limit and restrict our free speech, restrict our freedom of movement, restrict our ability to buy and sell, restrict our ability to operate normally. I mean, there is no way to be normal in these days. If you're normal, you are under some kind of strong delusion and deep deception. Because this ain't normal, buddy. It ain't been normal for a long time. People used to say, you're crazy. You're crazy, man. You're nuts. You done lost your mind. The drugs got your mind all fucked up. No, hey, I know what's going on. And I have done drugs. You know what I'm saying? But what's your problem, buddy? What are you on? Why don't you see what's going on then? If drugs is the problem. You know what I'm saying? I'm just sick of these red herring arguments. These boogeyman, scarecrow arguments. You know what I'm saying? To what's the word I'm looking for here, man? You know, to make people, to nullify someone's testimony. You know what I'm saying? To be dismissive about real talk. It doesn't, like I said, man, I've said this before, man. It's like drunk man, my buddy used to say this to me. Drunk man's words, sober man's mind. It's like when a person is a little tipsy, they're more open. They say things they wouldn't normally say, so they're a lot more honest. You know what I'm saying? And people don't never take that into consideration neither. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, listen, I've been out here speaking on this stuff honestly to the best of my ability for a few years on end. And before that, when I was growing up, I used to talk about the end of the world, New World Order's coming. I knew all this stuff, the microchip, mark of the beast, Antichrist, one world government. I knew about all this forever. You know what I'm saying? But now it's coming to pass. It's here. It's not on the horizon anymore. It's not out in the distance. It's right up on us. You can see the smoke. Or not the smoke, but you can see, it's like when an army of horses is coming. You can see the dust up in the horizon. You can see the dust here in America. You better get on board. You know what I'm saying? You better get off board with them and get on board with the people. We the people for president. You know what I'm saying? We the people for president.